And when I'm in front of you guys, I ask the obvious and sometimes irritating question, the world's a big place. Where would you like to go? And people often say to me, Kendall, I don't know. I've never really been outside of California. Word up. I am certainly one of those ignorant Californians who until recently had never even really been east of the I-5. So I am blessed to have a lot of friends all over the country. So I've been talking to them about their corner of the world. And today I'm really, really happy to talk to someone I admire quite a bit. Her name is Elizabeth Ramsey Cooper Golden. Take your pick on how you want to call her. I often call her Coop. And she owns a kick-ass, awesome brokerage that I often model digs after in a place called Huntsville, Alabama. And all these times that I've known Elizabeth, I got the idea that Elizabeth's Alabama is not what I am thinking about the Deep South. So welcome, Coop. How are ya?
Well, good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing pretty good. I could be a little sharper. I'm a little fuzzy today.
Are we all? And it's surely not age related.
No. You wash your mouth out with soap, girlfriend. It's like everybody knows I've got my gray hair going, so.
Me too.
Yeah, but you're blonde. It doesn't show quite as much, girlfriend. All right, so let's get started. I always like to start out a little bit about getting a sense of what your real estate background is, because the goal here is if we inspire someone to think maybe Huntsville is a place I'd like to go, I want them to know who they can talk to and who they can get information from. So can you tell us a little bit about your real estate background?
I sure can. I started selling real estate in 1997 in St. Louis, Missouri. I had just adopted my 2 children, and my son had some special needs at the time. So we moved to St. Louis. I knew no one. The broker that sold me my home said, "You'd be a great realtor." And it was something that I'd always wanted to do, but never did.
Okay.
So I got my license, was there 3 years, and we relocated to Nashville.
Uh-huh.
And I sold there for 7 or 8 years, and then got married and moved to Huntsville, Alabama, very begrudgingly.
The things we do for love. You know what? We uproot our whole lives for boys. What's up with that?
Right. So I've been in 3 markets.
Wow.
As an experienced and rookie agent each time. So it's been quite the ride, but it's been great for me.
And how long have you been in Huntsville now?
9 years. Wait,
okay.
8 years.
8 years.
8 or 9 years.
Okay. And you own a brokerage?
I do. I own At Homes Realty Group, and we're located in Village of Providence, which is Huntsville's really cool live-work neighborhood. We have restaurants, office space, condos. It's neo-traditional living. A lot of beautiful cottage homes with white picket fences in the front.
So At Home Realty Group, right? I don't know what. Yeah, there it is. At Home Realty. Is that correct?
HOMES.
HOMES. Hang on a second. Let's like that. I got to do this so that everybody knows. At Home's Realty Group. So in case you want to do any research, guys, that is Elizabeth's company. And how many agents do you have?
We have 20 agents.
Excellent. So lots of people for a prospective buyer to choose from.
Yes.
I know you have people across all spectrums of personality types and experience and whatnot.
We do, and I think it's really important in our area because the suburban sprawl is huge, in my opinion. Okay. When I sold in St. Louis, we each had our little areas. When I sold in Nashville, we had our areas. You didn't cross over. I'm assuming a little bit like California or your area. You know,
yeah, I mean, we're pretty diverse, that's for sure. Yeah.
But here you need to know every area, which is next to impossible, in my opinion.
Okay.
I don't really think it's the best interest of the buyer because you can't know every area, every price range, every school district. So I'm working towards and have several neighborhood specialists.
Okay.
The areas that they work, live, play, those are considered their specialties, and they master those markets, and it's working out really well because we have.
So we're going to dig in.
I'm surrounded by brilliant people and a huge military presence. The Cummings Research Park is the second largest in the country and fourth largest in the world.
What kind of research park is it?
Technology, engineering, science. We have a huge cancer research company here, a lot of Army support. My husband is actually a rocket scientist, tons of rocket scientists. Yes, we have the highest per capita PhDs in the country. And nobody would ever guess that about Huntsville, Alabama. Redstone Arsenal, they employ about 35,000 people, and Research Park employs just under 30,000, I believe. Research, it's all in Research Park. And then NASA, Boeing, and Arsenal, of course, is mainly military. Well, it's all military.
Okay. So surrounded by super intelligent people, what else do you love about living in Huntsville?
We're #1 in Alabama for craft beer.
Okay, that's going to make some people really happy. Wait, okay, now I got to ask, how did you come up with the idea that was #1? Because I can think of some people in North County, San Diego, some people in Bend, Oregon, that might have a little umbrage with the idea that y'all think you're #1.
#1 in Alabama, Huntsville. Okay. When I moved here, there was no craft beer. Okay. Against the law, not going to happen. So there was a huge movement to allow craft beer to begin in Alabama in general. And Huntsville is now #1. We've got so many fabulous breweries.
Really?
Yeah. And it's really helping with the downtown redevelopment.
Right, right.
Off of downtown.
That's totally awesome.
Yeah.
I should have turned my phone off. I've got real estate agents bugging me. Yay. Look on the multiple list. It says everything you need there. Okay. Never mind. Sorry. I was digressing. So, okay, cool. So you got super intelligent people. You've got a great craft brew culture. Anything else that somebody should know about what you love in particular?
Lots of parks, great hiking, kayaking. Shopping's not bad. We've got a beautiful outdoor mall that's really, really nice. And we've got another mall near the downtown area that's nice. Culturally, there's arts, ballet, symphony, a lot of concerts in the park. Spring, fall, summer, nearly all year round.
Right.
Gosh, so many things.
That's awesome.
The availability for housing is fabulous.
We'll jump into that. Actually, that's kind of my next question. Okay. So my idea, and I could be wrong on this, because you have such a deep tech culture in Huntsville, and I'm almost walking distance to JPL and NASA and several aerospace companies, and we got lots of video gaming and programming and software here. So it's entirely possible that somebody might even think about relocating and hunting for a job where you are. But my original impetus for this show was the idea that somebody might want to downsize from their large, ostentatious, and expensive home, at least certainly by Huntsville ideas, and have a free and easy, maybe paid off lifestyle in another area. So can you describe for me what a middle class to upper middle class house would look like in the main part of Huntsville?
For an upper middle class home, you can expect all brick, 1 level living, 2 stories, bonus room, granite, hardwoods, a nice lot. And a nice lot around here is 1/4 acre, 1/3 acre, maybe a 1/2 acre.
Okay.
If you want to get out in the county, the lots are a lot larger, of course. About 3,000 square feet. You can get easily 3,000 square feet with all of the amenities that I talked about for $300,000 to $400,000 easily.
Wait, can you repeat that? 3,000 square feet for how much?
300,000 to 400,000 easily.
And that's a move-in condition?
Yeah, that's great condition. That's move-in ready. If you want new construction, which is booming here as well, then the price per square foot is a little more depending on the amenities. Tiled showers, all hardwoods, outdoor living areas are becoming very popular here, as they probably have been in California. So
Well, for us, the whole outdoor is an area. You're talking about like those big screened in things?
Well, you do want screened in porches here. Not everybody has them, but they are nice depending on where you're located. Like we back up to a nature preserve. We need a screened in porch because mosquitoes love me.
Because you're so sweet.
Fireplaces. We have a good deal of homes with in-ground pools. Not like California or Florida, I'm sure, but you know, most all of the new neighborhoods have community pools and clubhouses. And some of the single family homes have nice in-ground pools because you can swim at least 5 months a year here. We typically open our pool at the end of April and can start swimming May through mid-September. I can get now, but it'd be a little chilly. The days are in the 80s. The nights are in the 50s, 40s, 50s.
Right. And I'm just curious because you mentioned when you were going through, and I don't think you could hear me. When you talked about 3,000 square feet, just before that, you were talking about basements. I'm just curious, is that 3,000 square feet including a basement?
No, basements are a rarity here because the water table.
Okay. All right. So basement's not something y'all do.
Basement areas, but most of those lots are sloped. They don't dig out a basement on a flat lot. Very rarely does that occur.
Okay.
So most of that's one level. Crawl spaces in the older homes, and now the new builders are starting to do slabs.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Let's see. Gotta have this thing on there. So the next thing we talk about when it's about the money conversation is property taxes, because in California we have something called Prop 13. Our property taxes are incredibly stable. Once you buy a house, you know what your property taxes in. It's not going to change more than 2% no matter what. What are property taxes like in Huntsville?
Very, very, very reasonable. I don't remember the last time they had an increase.
Okay.
On a $300,000 house, your property taxes on your home would be about $2,000.
Okay. And stable. So they don't really change much from year to year?
No. I don't remember the last one.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And we have award-winning schools in Huntsville too. Some of the best schools in Alabama are here. Of course.
You got all those eggheads.
Exactly.
I say that with love. Some people tell me that's what I am.
A majority of my clients that move in from California, Carolinas, that were in the tech industry and engineering industry, choose to send their kids to public schools here because they're so fantastic, where in the areas that they relocated in, they were forced to send them to private schools. So we've got a great education system here, Huntsville City and Madison City. And then the county schools are good as well.
So you mentioned the Californians that you've met. So why the Californians that you've met, why have they chosen to come to Huntsville and not somewhere else?
NASA.
Okay.
And Boeing moved them here.
Okay.
And when I give tours, at first they're kind of in shock a little bit, I have to say.
Why is that?
Compared to LA, to Huntsville, Alabama. Like our public transportation, we do have a bus system. We don't have subways.
Okay.
We do have Uber. But a lot of them want live, work, and walkability. That's not our strongest suit, but we do have areas that are much stronger than others.
Okay.
We've got some great historic neighborhoods that are very walkable. And then the neighborhood where my office is, Village of Providence, very walkable with restaurants, offices, and everything else. So that's been a little challenging for some families, but other families love that it's smaller with a big city feel.
Okay.
Traffic, they laugh at our traffic. We cuss it, but really it's kind of funny because we don't have traffic like you guys have at all.
Not many people do, actually.
You can live anywhere in the metro area and be either to Research Park or the Arsenal 20, 30 minutes tops. That's Alabama area.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a foreign concept for people from LA. But
Yeah.
we do, I mean, like I said, JPL NASA is just practically walking distance from here. So hopefully somebody's listening to this going, well, maybe I should put in for a transfer so I could have a lot of the JPL engineers actually can't afford to buy in the area that JPL is located in. That's a very high-end luxury area.
Our average sale price is $213,000.
Can you hear me? Okay, we're back.
Yay!
Technology.
We both live in some of the most technical
It's like
cities in the country. That's pretty.
Of course, I'm going to have an internet outage while I'm trying to do a live show based on the internet. Yay!
Huntsville's getting Google Fiber as well.
Oh, I am so jealous. Okay, that's it. I'm moving to Huntsville right now. Wow. Yeah. If I had something other than charter cable, I would be doing it like this. Oh God. Okay. So we were talking about cost of living. How about utilities?
Oh,
yeah, grocery, very reasonable.
Yeah, TVA, the Tennessee Valley Authority, who supplies our electricity, is 40 minutes from here, 45 minutes.
Right.
So our electricity's very affordable. Gas is affordable.
Nice.
For homes. And then gas for your automobiles around, I think I paid $2.44 yesterday per gallon.
Is that for premium or regular?
Regular.
That's still really good. We're above $3 right now.
Ah,
yeah.
No.
Yeah. It's like, okay, wow. That's so the cost of living sounds pretty darn good. I don't even know what to do with 3,000 square feet. Only rich people have that much space. So, that's pretty cool.
Great home for $250 or below as well.
Jeez. Okay. Do you get a riding lawnmower with that? I just want to know. If I had a house like that, I'd want one of those riding lawnmowers.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I'd have a baseball cap and and the whole bit. You know.
Piece of straw hanging out of your mouth.
I think I would look really good like that, don't you? All right. So let's talk about the people. You got lots and lots of engineers, digit heads, gear heads, probably some propeller heads and a couple of metal heads. But other than engineers, what else? What are people like there? It's not just all engineers and tech heads.
I think Huntsville, I was real worried about moving to a smaller community because Nashville's huge, diverse.
Global.
I rarely meet people that have been born and raised in Huntsville, Alabama. Most of us are transplants, or a big majority are transplants.
Okay.
We've got.
So I'm going to ask you a politically no-fly zone question, but it's because it's you and me. Okay. Anybody else who's listening, just stop. Is everybody there white?
No, not at all. We've got
Tell me about that.
Diverse community, in my opinion.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you guys feel about like people who have alternative lifestyles and that sort of thing?
We're pretty hip, believe it or not.
I love it.
Liberals here. And so many people move here and say, oh my God, there's a church on every corner. There is.
Okay.
We are truly the Bible Belt.
Okay.
We also have a very large non-believer community, agnostics, atheists. We have everything here, and that's what's so great about it.
Okay.
They're very accepting of anyone.
Cool. Even crazy people like me.
Yeah. And me, obviously, here. I'm still here.
Yeah, right? Yeah, you are crazy. Love that. Okay, so then let's kind of dive into, because you had mentioned that there's all of these areas, neighborhoods, communities, whatever you want to call them, that you ideally would like your agents to specialize in. So a question that I've started to ask some of my guests, Huntsville has a name, right? But let's just say somebody wanted to come to Huntsville-ish.
Right.
And they want to discover a neighborhood that maybe isn't just the prime downtown Huntsville area, but super cool. Can you give us a couple of ideas what those areas are and why you think they're cool and up and coming?
Well, I live in Madison, so of course I think Madison is cool.
Okay.
I think our population is probably around 70,000 ish now.
So are you a town, a city, or just like a community with a name?
We're a city.
City. Okay.
Yeah.
Madison. Okay.
Beautiful greenway, uh, great schools, a nice little downtown. And when I mean little, it's little, but we have a brewery there, no shock, some retail, some restaurants. It's just really charming. Then of course, Village of Providence, where I work, is a really cool neighborhood because it's live work, lots of restaurants, lots of things to do, green space. We're very school district driven here for people with kids.
Okay.
Very school district driven.
Okay.
So
those are really good school districts, Village of Providence and Madison.
Well, our most popular, and I'm only saying this by our search requests that come in. They usually go to greatschools.org and check the test scores. So Madison City has been #1 all year and last year for our online requests. Grissom High School and Huntsville High School have been very, very popular, and that's Huntsville City. Sparkman, which is out in the county, Buckhorn, which is out in the county. Those are our top 5 requests that we get. But really, all the scores, I think, rank so much higher than other districts in Alabama that we're just pretty darn good all the way around.
I'm stuck on Buckhorn. I want to live in Buckhorn just so I can say I live in Buckhorn. That just thrills me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm weird. That's sort of, I think that's just very cool.
But there's so many things to do here,
right.
Close to every community.
So what do people do, not necessarily like day to day, but what are the types of common like hobbies, leisure activities, things that people really are kind of as a group sort of into? Because like Portland's really into being super hikey and biking. What's Huntsville into?
Hiking and biking. We're #6 in the country for hiking, according to REI.
Really?
Yes. That totally shocked me.
Okay. Okay, so here's my super ignorance. Are you guys in the mountains and the flats? Are you close to a sea? I don't even know.
We have mountains.
Okay. You have pimples.
Pimples, yeah. But the Smoky Mountains, Chattanooga, from here to Chattanooga is beautiful.
Okay.
But yeah, we do have mountains, but lots of hiking, and it's beautiful. Montesano has hiking, a great outdoor community, arts festivals, gosh, so many things.
Okay. All right.
There's cool. A big homeschool community here as well.
Okay. Is that part of being in the Bible Belt, or because the engineers, huh?
I think so.
Okay. Got it. And I had a really intelligent question on the tip of my tongue, and it's gone. So we'll go to the next one on my list. So tell me about the weather, because in California, we don't have much of a tolerance for anything, below 70 degrees and above like 94. So, and you said you could only get in the pool 5 months out of the year, which is like weird for us. So tell me the truth about weather. What's it like? How humid is humid?
Oh, you really want me to answer that?
Yes, I do, because both of us, we sell property by being open, honest, and transparent.
It's miserably humid.
For how long? How many weeks out of the year is it miserably humid?
Really, just a month is miserable. August is usually miserable. And this last August was the worst I could remember since I've been here. And we were having heat index. One whole week was just insane, of like 115.
Wow.
Yeah. You walk outside and it's almost hard to breathe.
Right. But it was a week of that.
Yeah, a week. And then the rest of the summer's mildly miserably warm.
Okay.
high 90s. Spring is beautiful. Fall is beautiful. Winter is very mild. Mid 30s, I would say. If
Mid 30s in the day, at night, what?
during the day in the winter, 30s, 40s.
Okay.
Don't get hard freezes. That's why.
What's your idea of a mild winter? Okay.
That's about average for us. 30s, 40s.
Okay. So you're not trudging through snow. You're not dealing with any of that. Okay.
When it snows here, if we get a ½ inch of snow, not kidding, the whole city shuts down because we don't have the equipment to handle it.
Okay. Yeah. So it's like how we are with rain, ½ inch of rain and we freak out.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but we do get some beautiful snows occasionally, which we all love. Just stay off the streets because nobody knows how to drive.
and does it stick around for hours?
Like on the same day.
Okay.
A couple of years ago, we had a nice heavy snow,
Mm-hmm.
and I would go out and take pictures of snowmen. Everybody had a snowman in their yard because it doesn't happen that often. So it's really cool to see.
Got it. So broadly speaking, not necessarily from our point of view, but from outside of California, your weather is fairly mild.
I think so. And you get true 4 seasons, which I enjoy. Just long enough of each season to move on to the next.
You get those change of fall colors.
We do.
Wow.
They're just starting here. I'm
I,
excited. It's my favorite time.
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's beautiful. And then our spring flowers are incredible. We really have the best of all worlds, I think, in my opinion, the South.
Right. Well, because of our little tech snafu, we're kind of at the end of our time, and I don't know that I really unpacked everything that I wanted to. Is there something that you want to tell someone? I mean, you've handled tons of relocation clients. So what do you typically say to somebody who is relocating to Huntsville that will help them understand what they're getting themselves into?
Kind of everything I discussed with you.
Okay. So I asked good questions.
You asked great questions, of course.
Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. What can I say?
Really nice. Everybody's so friendly. And everybody says that moves here.
Right.
Everybody's so friendly.
Which is something that I think that by LA standards in my neck of the woods, we're pretty darn friendly, but nothing like what I experienced in Raleigh. So, which is my only real Southern adventure. So,
yeah.
So that'd be super cool. Well, Elizabeth, thank you so much.
Enjoyed it.
So stick around after I end the show so we can just chat. But everybody, thank you so much. If you stuck around with our tech difficulties, thank you for doing so. And we will see you next week with actually next week I'm not. I'm speaking at the state convention. So our next show will be 2 weeks from now. All right, guys, thanks much. Talk to you later.